Hello everyone, how are you all keeping? Making another video. The first one was more like really fast video just for the hodlers, for those who are in the game for long term, what to be mindful about. But this is going to be more in detail technical analysis of Bitcoin, of course, and this one is more for those who are active. It still is a longer term trade. It's a swing trade, but it will just go more into detail on different charts, different time scales, and so on and so forth. So this is a risk disclaimer. You can pause the video and read. So let's get to it. I might post more videos today and so forth because there is just so much going on at the moment. So as I've mentioned in the first video, if you haven't watched it, just a quick summary. I just said on daily, not everybody, but a lot of traders are looking at this trend line here, saying that okay, this is bouncing off here, and then this trend line here. But I haven't heard anybody talking about this 50 and 200 MA, and I think actually this is even more important because also moving averages can make a triangle, and this is making a triangle. So what is a triangle? Basically, it's now we're getting into a fight between bulls and bears. The price cannot decide where to go, so it's getting really condensed. There's so much things going on here, and in market we always have expansion and contraction. So this is the contraction, and every time after a contraction we have not every time, but usually we have an explosive movement, right? So expansion, right? So in either way, and this is what we're going to cover today, right? So yeah, let's put this back. So actually what I'm gonna talk today about is three ways how to trade triangles, right? And this can be a triangle with trend lines. It can also be a triangle between moving averages, and a lot of traders are not aware of that. So I wanna share this with you because it's really important. So okay, let's go into this. So on daily chart we have this, but I actually want to go. So as you know, I'm always using three different charts. The reason why is just because if you're looking for a longer time trade, you want to look at different charts, because if you're just looking at the higher time frame, you don't know what's happening closer, when to enter. If you're just looking at the lower time frame, you don't know where the main energy is. There was in this book, what was it called? I don't think I'll remember the title at the moment because I just listened to it, audiobook about trading. There was this guy talking about basically three type of waves. So tide, a wave, and a ripple. So tide being the direction. So on this time frame on daily, and this is 8 hour, and this is 3 hours. So tide, wave, and a ripple. But yeah, let's get into this. Right. So okay, we have this two trend lines on the longer time frame. So this actually might be bouncing between this for for quite long, all the way till 23rd, 22nd of March. But I think just looking at this chart and how dense this is, I think we might have a movement sooner, because there is a triangle within a triangle. And this happens quite often. Actually, there was one technical analysis I did a few weeks ago that had the same. It was about around here. But yeah, look, I think the price is getting so condensed that I think we're gonna see a major movement sooner or later, and I don't think we're gonna wait all the way down here, right, to the 23rd or 21st. I'm thinking you know, in next few hours, next few days, you know, it's hard to predict, but definitely we have to be really aware of what's going on, because it's kind of like crucial what happens now for the Bitcoin and whole cryptocurrency community. So I have these two trend lines on this is from the daily chart, but they are still visible here. So this one and this one, but also we have a triangle here. If you take a good look, this is a tree, and I went from body to body because you see how nice it all works out. You have these wicks coming down, and then here, well, this is not ideal, to be honest. This to connect a triangle with a top one like this, it's too far away. So I'm still flexible about this line, but the bottom line is kind of confirmed because you can see like 3 touches, which is confirmed. So I'm talking about this, right? So we have more than 3 touches, but you know, we came closer there and bounced off. So then for this line, you know, you could say it's like this. Definitely you could put it like that. You could, you know, put it like this. It's like a channel. But I think we'll just have to observe what's going on. I kind of like this one because it's from this previous swing high. So this one kind of works nice, to be honest. But the thing is, the shorter the time frame, the less importance it has, right? So these two big lines definitely are more important because more people are looking at them and bigger investors are looking at daily charts. But if we want to be really active, we also want to pay attention to this type of things, right? So I'm looking for the movement inside here to see what's gonna happen, right? So then, of course, the question is, you know, either we have a breakout of this and then we bounce again to this, you know, but definitely I'll be watching this. But the question is, no matter which triangle you wish to trade, this one or the bigger one. So you see, actually, I'm talking about 2 triangles. One is this one, which is really kind of like really aggressive approach, and it's a really shorter time frame approach. And the other one is this bigger time frame. But no matter what, which one you decide to take, I want to talk about 3 ways how to trade triangles. So aggressive one is to trade within a triangle. The second one is trade after a breakout, and the conservative is that you trade after a retrace. So what does that mean? If we focus on the bigger time, so on the bigger triangle that is kind of like dark green, to trade it aggressively, that would actually mean that you trade it within this. So let's say, okay, this is bouncing here and here, and you know, maybe we're gonna go up, and then maybe we have a breakout and we bounce here and there, something like this, right? So aggressive one is to decide, okay, I'm already decided which way this is gonna go. So if you're going short, you're gonna short here, and if you're going long, you're gonna go long here. So this is really aggressive because you don't have a confirmation yet, right? The other option is, clear this. Okay, I want to get rid of those. That is so far back. Okay, cool. Another way is to trade on the breakout. So after you see a movement that breaks through the triangle to the downside or to the upside, you buy here or you sell here, right? And when I say, I think, sell short a lot of times, I think a lot of people don't even know what sell short is. When I'm talking about selling, people just think, oh, you just have Bitcoin and you sell. No, actually, you can make money while markets are going down as well. It's called sell short, and I highly recommend that you go and sell short and take a look at the video. Short selling, right? This is what I'm talking about. But you know, it's too much to cover in this video, but just to give you an idea. All right, so yeah, you can, after this breaks through, and for that you actually want to go to week because you can just bounce back and then you were bear or bull trap. So that's a second approach, which is more aggressive. And then the third one is more conservative, and it's after we have a breakout, you actually wait. You wait for a retrace. So after this breaks out, you know, you wait that it comes back and retests this triangle or a support zone here, and then you buy here or sell in this case, right? So these are the three different ways, and of course there's a trade out for each of them, right? The more aggressive you are, the bigger the risk to reward, right? Because you will be in early, but you have a, you know, there's better chance, there's a smaller chance of succeeding because you don't have a confirmation yet, right? So more aggressive, you're gonna be stopped out more often, but you're gonna get a bigger reward. Semi-aggressive, you know, it's in the middle, and then conservative, you are gonna be in the right direction, so you're gonna be right most of the time, but the reward is gonna be, you know, smaller basically. So these are the three ways, and I'm talking about a big triangle now, and I think the big triangle is more interesting. This small one is more of a speculation. I'm just observing it. I'm not, you know, it's really for day traders to watch this one. I would really focus on the bigger one, to be honest. So there you have it. These are three ways, right? And of course, you're probably wondering which way do I think this is gonna go. And the thing is, if you're deciding on the direction of where this might go, 3 hourly doesn't tell you much, because okay, this is MACD, it seems like okay, this is divergent, but this is actually not it is divergent, but it's just that its momentum is zeroing out. Okay, my son is crying there. I feel needs a little bit of attention, so I'm gonna close this soon. So it's zeroing out. The momentum is going out of the market on the 3 hourly chart. So you really want to look. You really want to look on the higher time frame. So you want to go, for instance, to a daily, and what you want to look on the daily is a trend line, which is the main energy, which is of course down. So I'm leaning towards sell, and yeah, this actually looks like a retrace, and I was talking about this so much in my previous videos, that this looks like a retrace on the down movement. And yeah, so I'm kind of leaning towards selling inside the triangle, and then just leave the trade to you know, to go its way. And then the targets, you know, I think we'll talk about the targets when we get something right more in detail. But basically, you know, you have a fib extension which goes to 6,600 on a 1-to-1 ratio. You have previous low, and in the other side, you could go the other way and make, you know, make an extension like this. You know, then you can say, okay, 11,800 is my first target, and then around 14,000. But I really want to first see what's going on, and then post the targets in, because, you know, it doesn't make too much sense to go into detail before it actually even happens, or we get more confirmation, because this actually might take, you know, it might take hours, it might take days, you know. So I'm sure I'm gonna post some more videos about this as I'm observing this. So good luck to you all. Please share, like, and subscribe. Goodbye.